Welcome back to Villa TV on a great night at Villa Park, beating Young Boys by 2-1. Stilian Petrov and Alan McInally alongside me. Stan, it was a little bit more nervy than we would have liked at the end, but job done.
No, it was not. Actually, it was a really controlled, well-balanced performance tonight. I think everybody who had their chance put a very good performance. Tielemans was really good. Morgan Rogers was pulling the strings, but Malen was the one that, you know what, everybody's talking about at the moment, the opportunity they've got, the start of the season, and tonight it was the difference in that team. You know, when you have to score goals, you need somebody to put those goals in, and Malen was there, and he's had a great performance again.
I just felt like as we went into the second half, we were watching it and we felt like the whole team wanted him to get his hat-trick.
Well, exactly. I might say to the boss, you've got to leave me on. Just leave me on.
Who's your boss?
Well, anybody. I ain't coming off.
The answer's to no one.
At 2 goals, I ain't coming off. I'd be like, that's the wrong number you put up. Listen, yeah, it got a little bit, it's just because they scored so late on in the game. It was something that could easily have been stopped. You know, he's made a few changes. The lads have come in, but they were okay, but nothing more than okay. I think we were always going to win. I'm just disappointed we maybe didn't get 3 and 4, which would have been lovely. Watkins with a little half chance. I thought the defender did really well to stop him getting contact on it, and there was other chances for other players to score. But listen, I still say to you what I said at the beginning. I think the 3 points here was much more important necessarily than the performance tonight. 3 points to go into the weekend is massive. We put a gap between themselves and I know they were down in 22nd spot or whatever, but it puts us in a position with games to go that we're going to be hopefully in the top 8. Yeah,
up to second. Everyone else yet to play this evening.
Yeah.
7:45 kick-off, so everyone else left. There were some games as well at 5:45. Celtic also with a win this evening, Stan. But for Villa tonight, to get into second place and to look down the table heading into the weekend must be a massive boost. And for what Pau Torres was saying before the game, top 8.
Of course, and this is what it's about, the top 8. That's what you have to achieve. To have those 2 weeks break, to regroup, to refresh the team, to make sure that you're ready for the next stage. That's where Unai Emery will be really worried about. Who are we going to get? Who are we ready for that next step? Because I'll tell you what, Unai Emery will be fancy this competition again with this Aston Villa team.
If you and I had played on Sunday against Leeds and a tough 2-1 win, you and I are sitting in the dressing room right now after that performance to go, good job done. Seriously, job done.
Of course.
Because it was tough. Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes. The man of the moment. Hey. Another brace, Daniel Marlin.
The handshakes.
And Alan's going to chew his ear off before we can get away. Here he comes.
Oh, you're right.
Well played tonight.
Well done.
Another 2 goals. You love this competition. You enjoyed it?
Yeah. I played a lot of games as well. So, yeah.
Look, you seem to just have that golden touch at the moment. Are you playing with so much confidence?
Yeah, to be honest, I feel good, and I think as a team we play well. We create a lot of opportunities, and to be honest, I should have scored probably 2 more, if I'm really honest. And but it's a good feeling.
We spoke after the game briefly on Sunday, and you were saying, and I said, I thought you were going to score, and you took that extra one. Tonight, when the ball came to you, you hit it really quickly, and no chance for defender or goalkeeper to get into position for it.
Yeah, I got on target against Leeds. Against Leeds, I didn't get on target, so you don't have a chance. And,
no.
Today, he wasn't even in the corner, but a good finish.
But it looks as though you've got a little bit of gold dust just now on Daniel Marlin, because everything, well, for the first half, I'm just a bit disappointed the gaffer didn't leave you on so you get number 3.
You had a word with the manager?
Yeah, come on,
just
boss.
to say.
Nah, you know, you want to score a hat-trick, of course. And to be honest, I got my chances already to score one if I'm really honest with myself. Because I think with Amadou, he headed it back, I missed the ball.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be in goal. But yeah, it's a decision. So.
You know, I've seen you in the game. You make clever movements. Do you looking for that always to get one-on-one with defender, and then that's where you're strongest? Because your footwork is brilliant. Your body balance, is that the movement you're looking for always to get that one-on-one, and then from there?
Yeah, I think with us we play well between the lines, and the moment they step forward, that creates space for me to run into, or Morgan turns, or anyone he turns, and you can go forward, and from there it's just, you know, being very, very brave and just attack the defenders and the goal.
After the result on Sunday, I'd said tonight was more about the result. Let's get the 3 points. bank that, and then we look forward to Sunday, because Sunday was a hard game.
It was.
So tonight was never. We were always going to be favourites to win tonight. You've done the business. It was more about just make sure we play right. Don't make too many mistakes. Get the 3 points, and then we look forward to Wolves at the weekend.
Yes, but that sounds a bit easy, you know. We have to be focused, to be honest, and we had to, like, it's not a bad team, and we had to do what we can do, and I think we did. We created a lot of chances first half and even second half to get a bigger score, and you know, we have to go game by game, and of course Premier League is a big competition, but this is also a very big competition for us.
You know, everybody talking about you from the start of the season. I've talked about it a lot, about your form and how you transform yourself. You know, not being registered in the Champions League, you know, going through difficult moments, having the opportunity now. You know what? Do you want to take that number 9 and say, I'm the one? You should be. I've been there. And I know.
Ballsy, I'll pass it.
No, like, to be honest, I don't go into games like that. I go into games to be honest, to, you know, play my football and be bright, and, you know, I'm a faithful man, and I play for God. So it's not something that really on my mind. I just want to play my football and enjoy every step on the pitch and in the stadium. So yeah, no.
But the good thing for us at the moment, every time you play for us, you look as if you're going to score. You're the most dangerous forward player we have at the moment, and you know, you've obviously got your eye in, your shooting boots on, so you must feel really good.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing, to, you know, feel confident and feel happy on the pitch. And I think a lot of players feel happy on the pitch, and you know, that feeling is very, very special.
He's never felt happy on the pitch.
I don't really.
Never happy. Never. I would have kicked the first if I had the opportunity to score a hat trick and then taking me off. I'm not coming on.
No, but like, you know, it's not something that I just trying to enjoy my football, really. And you know, we just said a few things have happened, but that doesn't take away how beautiful this game is.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, thank you for coming to join us. Best of luck Sunday, and well done tonight.
Thank you, Will.
Another 2 goals.
I'm going to look for that hat trick.
Yeah, we'll get the hat trick
Well
soon.
done.
See you Sunday.
Daniel. He's so calm when he speaks as well. You just think of everything he's just done, and now he's just going to take some selfies with the fan as well. He's the kind of striker that seems to be not the feisty and like.
Do you think he ever gets angry?
That's what I was about to say to you. Like, is that?
Have you seen him angry?
He wasn't particularly enamoured with his chance he thought he had against Leeds at the weekend.
Yeah, but he wasn't angry.
No, but it just seems to be. I think when you get into a position when you're a striker, certainly. And every time the ball comes to you, you made a good point, that one-on-one.
Yeah.
He thinks he's like, I can beat you, B, I'm quicker than you, most defenders, and I'm going to at least get a shot on target. I think that's how he's thinking. Everything for him, he puts his head in the pillow tonight, he sees himself scoring a goal. He wakes up in the morning, has his breakfast, you see yourself scoring a goal. You have to be like that as a striker, and you have to be really positive thinking.
You played that. You know, he had the shorter way where you can.
Yep.
They can play the pass, one touch and you score. He pulls away because, you know, I'm sharper.
Yeah.
I've got imagination. I can get away from anything. I can shift to the left. I can go right. That's why he picks his position really, really well.
Yeah, he played well tonight for us, to be honest. Like, I think what Stan said is right. He was the difference in the first half to make sure we were 2-0 up.
Yeah, and going into Sunday now, it's a headache for Unai Emery, but he's playing so well. Do you stick with him? What, would you play both together? I mean, there's some great options right now.
I'd love to see them both together.
Me too.
But Unai never plays that way. He sticks with what he believes and the team that he believes that will win. And that's why I've asked him. You'll be tomorrow. If you score 2 goals, you'll be knocking on the door and say,
but you know what's going to happen.
Sunday.
You know what's going to happen on Sunday. He's going to play Ollie Watkins up top. He'll have Malin on the bench. Malin will come on and probably score. Ollie will work his tail off for 75 minutes. I mean, it's a brilliant decision for the manager to have. And we generally have players that can be picked for the first at the beginning and create chances as well as have an impact off the bench. I mean, second guess the manager. Nah, I'm going to leave that to him. I'm not second guessing.
Yeah, it will be Ollie. Ollie will start.
You think Ollie will start?
There's no question about that.
Yes, he likes what he does for the team.
Okay.
He knows that Malin at the moment is knocking on that door. He's ready. He's with the confidence, so he can always do it. He could always do it. But at the moment, I think it's Ollie, and I think he Unai Emery trusts and understand the players and what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, the cup competitions, there's the FA Cup to look forward to as well in January, but then we are back in European action that month as well. I've got this really busy festive period. Only 2 clear days now before the next game. How is Emery going to be managing the squad at this point? Because you guys said it, a lot of these players tonight made a claim.
Yeah, they won't do a lot in the next couple of days. I mean, apart from, they'll be in tomorrow, there'll be very light stuff in the day following, and it's...
Are you a fitness coach?
I'm trying to think what I'd be...
I was asking you who made a claim, not what they do.
I'm just thinking, I'd be lying, I'd be looking for 2 massages tomorrow, and I'd be having one...
Which players are saying, OK, I did great tonight, have I got a chance on something?
There's a couple you could point the finger and say, there was your opportunity, and I'm looking for more, and they haven't actually. Gasson did okay, and Sancho was involved, etc., etc. But I think if you gave me a guess at the starting 11 on Sunday, I don't think I'd be far away, because there'll be 7 changes to the team that started this evening.
Definitely, yeah. I think Maatsen did well.
He did well, did really well.
I mean, he's been really reliable. Every time he's had the opportunity, he stepped up. He played really well. He looked comfortable again. And it was great to see him again tonight. But there'll be definitely changes. There'll be fresher faces, fresher legs, because in 3 days afterwards you've got another game, which you will need them again. But when you get to that time of the season, it's not just about the physicality; it's the mentality as well. And the manager have a great mentality in that dressing room, because they've been through it before.
The other advantage was it doesn't look as if they picked up any injuries today, Stan.
No,
which is a huge thing, for the manager and obviously the physio staff, in terms of getting people ready for Sunday, because all of a sudden now that's banked, 3 points. We look forward to Wolves, and we'll be favourites going into the game. So that carries its own pressure here. The good thing is the news it's at Villa Park, so hopefully we'll be putting Wolves under plenty of pressure. But it's another opportunity for us to make sure we're either, 4th or 5th or 6th, whatever, depending on the way the results go.
Is there anything tonight, I guess, towards the end of the game, because the rest of the game we seem so dominant, was there anything towards the end of the game that would concern you as a Villa fan?
Not really. It's probably the manager will mention the concentration, because sometimes these little moments can turn things around. I don't think Young Boys had enough to do anything, even when they scored the goal. And they scored another one. It was offside. Yeah. But I don't think they had enough to cause an upset or to
which
take
incidentally,
a point.
in the world of Alan McInally, and I'm being serious, in the world of Alan McInally, the fact that our fullback has size 8s and their striker is size 9, his big toes offside. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm just throwing it in there. I'm being serious. It's because that'll happen to us 100 times. The offside thing's a joke, but nevertheless, the only thing is, I wasn't happy with losing the goal over the top. It's too direct for me, and I'm thinking we need to be switched on a little. I know it's in the 88th minute or 85th minute or something, but you and I would be like, come on, boys, we're not getting beat by one over the top.
Listen, the way Villa is playing and staying the highlight, you always take the risks.
I know. But
the risk to come that late in the game, it's all right. If you came earlier and they've scored a goal, then it's a concern.
Yeah, true.
Then you have to climb a mountain. But that late in the game, I don't think is a concern. And we had enough chances.
No, we didn't.
Enough chances to put that game to bed.
I don't know if we had 6. You said 6 now.
16 shots? With 16 shots.
There was a possibility to develop and
Let
score
me check.
6.
Stan definitely said we were going to win 6-0.
In all seriousness, I think what Stan and I were saying
shots.
is...
There you go.
When we play... So, Emi Martinez is the main one in there giving it. I wanted a clean sheet. That didn't quite happen.
Had a good save in the first half as well.
Very
I think
good.
It ended up being offside.
It was offside. But even so, I think I go back to the main thing. Coming off of Sunday, which was a really tough away match in the Premier Division, just to make sure we got the 3 points here tonight, regardless of how we played, we were obviously better than they were. Then we bank that as well, and we look forward to Sunday, because it can put us in an unbelievably strong position, and the momentum and the confidence with the players stays and builds and gets better.
Do you want to play again 2 days later? If you're in,
I want to play again now.
Yes.
Nearly.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And then midweek, and then the weekend.
Of course. I'd love that. It's about.
You'd rather do that than train any day, right?
Yeah, it's about games. Sometimes, the team get used to it. You go, you recover, you play the game. You know your body. You know what's happening. But saying, this competition you mentioned, it's about, when you go to the top 8, then you get that next excitement. It's about the next stage, the big stage, who we're going to get. It's over 2 games. You know, we've got potential to go even further. The fans get excited. This is the momentum, and that carries the good team, the successful teams, because they get excited about it. That's why the players, when the big games come, they don't worry how many games you play. You just want to play every single game.
I think it's the same for everybody, to be fair. We're all playing 2 days, 3 days after, you know, in quick succession. So it's just how you manage to handle it. You need to recover personally. You need to make sure you're doing the right things to recover, to get your you know, if you're tired, you know, you get your sleep, etc., and you make sure you get your physios, get your massage, and get ready to go again, because the games are coming thick and fast, and we expect high standards.
How difficult is it to maintain then those high standards when you're competing, hopefully in the Premier League for top 4?
Oh.
You're hopefully competing for this trophy, because we know Emery's record, we know the squad depth we have, and then you're going to chuck an extra competition like the FA Cup, like I said, in January.
Because I've got quality football players, and if you want to play at the top end, that has to be sharp, it has to be strong, and hopefully the rest of it will look after itself, and you don't pick up any injuries along the way, and you show how good a player you are and how good you can cope with pressure. That's how. There'll be so many players within a squad can do it consistently. Some will have to be helped on and encouraged. Some need a kick in the rear to make sure we're doing the right things. And it's not easy to continually do it. But if we're going to be successful, we have to compete with the best. That's how they do it. That's how they do it.
When you play for the top team, or when you challenge you for something, your players are improving and advancing quicker than somebody who's not under pressure. When you have the pressure, when you have to get results, when you're getting closer to the targets that, you know, top 4 or top 6 and the European stage, you go to the semi-final or final, that's where the players really kick on, and that's where they get improved, and that's what it's all about. That's the big players.
Yeah. Let's look ahead to Sunday then. Rob Edwards is the new Wolves manager.
Yeah.
He's a very likeable guy, but he's got a big job on there.
Huge.
They've struggled this season, haven't they?
Yeah.
Is it that simple? I mean, he came in, they lost last weekend. Are you going to see signs of that he's had that time to work with them this weekend? Is it going to be difficult for Villa to set up against them, maybe because he's going to have come in with new ideas, we might not quite know what to expect, or is it as the form table suggests?
No, I don't. The form table in the Premier Division is sometimes, we'll look at how many times you've been surprised. Did you think that Forest would score 3 goals the other day? You know, the whole thing can be very difficult. But in terms of Wolverhampton Wanderers with the new manager, there will be some, you know, he's, like you quite rightly said, Michelle, he's had a bit of time with them now, and I think there will be more of a stubborn opposition for us. But in terms of us being at home, I still think we're too strong for them. I mean, it's going to be a tough season for Wolves. It's already been proved that. You know, scoring goals hasn't been so easy for them anymore, and certainly defensively they've looked very, very, very shaky, and that's where something I think we can take advantage of. I mean, I don't know what you think.
I'm not concerned about that.
I knew you would say that.
You're never concerned. You thought it would be 6-0 tonight. Ever the optimist.
So he'll go 6-0 Saturday, I'll just go 2-1.
No, what I was saying, Premier League is completely different. They're going to fight for their life. They've got a new manager. It's not going to be an easy game.
Wanderers.
Yes.
It's got an edge to it, this game.
Absolutely.
Of course, every game, every Premier League game. But I think that the players now, the team, the manager believe more into it. He believes that the team is ready. They can push and stay in that top 4. And you know what? We'll go through that win on Sunday.
Yeah,
right?
a good game Sunday here. But again, we go into it as favourites like we did tonight. But it's more about us being better than we were tonight, and not necessarily more aggressive, but I think being more dominant within the game to make sure we have more possession in Wolves, keep them under pressure, and kind of start the way we started tonight. But then again, if you ask me to pick the starting 11, I'm not quite sure. Let's hope Rob Edwards has just as much problem picking his first 11 for Wolves.
Absolutely, we'll look forward to that one. Great to see you guys. Thanks for your company this evening.
Thank you, Michelle.
And thank you. Another win for Villa then, another good European night at Villa Park. We'll see you soon.